Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Sofia and I have been collecting antiques, specifically Staffordshire Transferware, blue and white, for quite some time now, about 40 years. And I have decided to turn it into a business back in 2020. So I resell on eBay. Transferware China Pottery is our eBay store. And I decided to create this YouTube channel to start sharing with you my hauls. This is nothing formal. It's very laid back. I travel all over the country to thrift items, antique malls, yard sales, so on and so on. So today I'm here to share with you what I found today. Okay, so let's start with the Limoges pieces. Most people don't know who I am because this is a brand new channel, but as you get to know me, you will find that I love Limoges porcelain. I love Staffordshire, flow blue. That's really what I've been collecting all these years. And now I'm going to start sharing it with you. So welcome. Okay, so my first items of today were these Limoges beautiful plates. And Limoges, as everyone knows, and those who don't, is a type of high quality porcelain that was produced in Limoges, France. Later on, the US has also acquired some Limoges patterns back in the 1950s, 60s, but most of it, highly collectible pieces, are from France. And this beautiful porcelain bowl with the white cabbage roses, it's absolutely beautiful. It's Avenir Limoges, France. And as I show you all these pieces, I would like to let you know that all of these items will be listed this current week of posting this video if anyone is interested in any of the items. And this is like a nice relish dish. And although it's the same pattern, there's different markings in the back, so I'm sure whoever collected this pattern grabbed pieces here and there. And there's also this ginormous platter that needs a major cleaning. All of these items need to be cleaned properly and hand washed. Talking about hand washing these dishes, I use Meyer soap, which is one of the most mild soaps that there are for this kind of porcelain. A lot of these items are very sensitive to the harsh detergents. Please do not put them on your dishwasher. That's a huge, huge no-no. So moving forward, there's also this beautiful relish dish as well, or trinket dish. You could use it for that, but this is used for bonbons or relish back in the day. And this pattern, it's these large pink cabbage roses. Another thing that I would love to share with you is that I love rose patterns. So I'm huge, huge, huge on roses. Moving on from there, we also have in the Limoges this beautiful butter cheese dish, and it's the Briar rose pattern. So these roses are just single, so they're not full like the cabbage roses, but gorgeous as well. And surprisingly, it has the insert. These usually get misplaced or broken most of the times, but this one has the matching pattern insert in it. And another thing too I would love to share with you, for those who don't know yet, is when the lids are stamped, it means that it's a superior quality of porcelain. So that is cover, the insert, and it's Haviland Limoges Friends. And this is the pattern. It's absolutely darling. Very, very nice. So for Limoges for today, this was it. I would like to move to the Transferware. So Transferware, which is my forte. We have a lot of Transferware pieces listed in our eBay store. Transferware China Pottery is our eBay store. I picked up these beautiful Staffordshire red Transferware cups and saucers in really, really good condition. This is one of the patterns. It's in Grecian in the back. A lot of this Transferware dates back from the 1820s, 1830s, these specific pieces. And there's also this pattern here. Very, very nice lady at the flea market. Had these in her collection for quite some time, and she is downsizing and decided to pass it along. No markings. There's a number, which is probably the pattern number. They made thousands of patterns in Staffordshire. Surprisingly, no crazing on these. And there's also this one here with this lovely lady. It's British sheeneries most of the times on these. They used to also call it romantic wear. There was a lot of romance scenes, courtship scenes, and yeah, so that was it for the red Transferware. I also ended up picking up, I find myself picking up a lot of the stained and creased pieces lately because there's a huge, huge clientele looking for these shabby chic looks and brocante looks, and yeah, so these do really, really well. Back in the day when I was first antiquing in the early late 80s, early 90s, no one wanted anything chipped, crazed, or stained. Everything was very expensive at the time, and it was needed to be in very good condition or repaired, which would cost quite a bit of money at the time. So we have some English Transferware dating about 1880s, this item. And there's the marking on the back. There's quite a bit of staining and grazing on this one. Also ended up finding these beautiful black Transferware, aesthetic movement 1880s English, and the bamboo pattern. And these are very desirable because of the birds, and sometimes they come polychromed with multicolors, and some butterflies as well. Is a really hot item at the moment when it comes to these kinds of porcelains. So there are two of them, and I'm going to list them as a set. So this is Transferware. We also have this ironstone picture from around 1850s. Black Transferware with a red paint here. There's a stress mark on it. It's the ivy pattern. It's also crazed and stained. And a lot of folks do flower arrangements on these. I must have to say that because it's crazed and stained, the water will damage it even more. Okay, so I would refrain from putting fresh flowers on these unless it's something very temporary, okay, to avoid future decline on the piece. Now, one of also my favorite colors, and I do have quite a few clients for this, is the teal blue Transferware. The teal blue Transferware. It's a green blue, okay. Very, very hard to find this color. And this is, I think, is it the Louise pattern, which is a very popular pattern. This is a covered dish. It's in excellent condition with no chips, cracks, repairs, or crazing. And I want to show you this blue transfer plate for you to compare the difference in the blue. Isn't that fantastic? Love, love, love this color. There's some pieces listed of this color on our eBay store, but they tend to go very, very quickly. So that's a piece of the teal blue. And then we can probably move on to the blue and white. I have 3 pieces here. This plate that I just showed you. It's a really high quality porcelain plate. Sorry, it was upside down. No, it's correct. With the ships, which is a very desirable pattern. I had never heard in all these decades of this manufacturer, Shenango Pottery. I'm going to do some research on this. A lot of the items that I'm doing hauls with, I do my research afterwards. I think I paid $5 for it. It's absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. I cannot see blue and white. I have an addiction. So I also got this Copenhagen collector's plate. I usually don't pick these up, although I've sold some Christmas ones. They usually sell for me between $12 to $20, but no more than that. But I had to grab this one today with the owl. I haven't done any research on this pattern, but it's Copenhagen. I absolutely love owls, so I had to share this one with you. In terms of the blue, I found these absolutely amazing flow blue pictures with a copper luster. This one has a significant amount of creasing and staining, but still displays beautifully. These are English, and it has the high relief scene here, and there's 2 of them. This one is in much better condition. But what a lovely set. No markings usually on the bottom. So that's that. So the blue and white. Okay, and then this platter. This is a magnificent platter. I picked this platter a few weeks back. This is not picked today. I absolutely love the florals on the Transferware. So this is what I collect, and I decorate the studio here, and I decorate my home with these types of Transferware pieces. So this is Staffordshire, England. It's a very large platter in the flora pattern, and these make absolutely beautiful walls. If you are not an artwork person and you'd like to cover your walls with something, I suggest plates and platters. It's such a great look, and it has the beautiful butterflies. Now, these are blue and white Transferware, but then they're polychromed, where the manufacturer would have people go over and paint those in by hand. It has no chips or cracks on it. It's a lovely, lovely item. This one is already listed on our eBay store, Transferware China Pottery. And next, let's move on to, I also love to feature Nippon and Narataki and Morimuda style items. This is a beautiful Noritech also pattern. I apologize, I'm sorry. This is a beautiful pattern of Noritech China. These would come from Japan. High quality porcelain, no chips, cracks, or repairs. The pattern is absolutely darling, and I'm finding people lately purchasing these more often. They're inheriting their grandparents and parents' patterns and dishware sets, and they want to complete them as they should. Why go to waste such beautiful, high quality porcelain? And this Nartek doesn't craze often, which is very, very good. And the pattern is Toki Kaisha. These teapots can go from $49 all the way to $249 depending on the pattern itself. So please don't discard of those. Keep those in mind. There's also a miniature vase which I am in love with. This beautiful Nippon miniature vase. I absolutely love it. Nippon, hand painted. And then it's Moriage. There's the little raised enamel on the edge here. There's a little white spot, but it's not a chip. It's smooth. It's just that they skipped the paint. There's a paint skip there because it's absolutely smooth. So there's no chips on that. Got that. I also got these lovely ornamental paperweight eggs with beautiful butterflies on it. I believe these are English. I haven't done research on these. This is my first time seeing these. So if you know what they are, please comment down below. They're absolutely darling. I'll be listing them as a pair. And for porcelain, I also picked up these. Now, these are 2022, but because Thanksgiving is coming up and there's a turkey pattern on there, I decided to pick these up. They were very affordable and they were in very good condition. It seemed like they were purchased and never used because the stickers are still in the back. And it's Spectrum Designs 2022. These are made in China, but they are very sought after. People really, and it's a really high, people really enjoy these, and they're really high quality pottery, and they're like a raised pattern. It's absolutely beautiful. So I got 8 of these. So they should be coming up this week on eBay. Then my last, no, I do have a few more. So I also picked this up. And okay, so this piece that I'm going to show you, it's repaired. I had absolutely no issues with chipped or repaired items. If I love them, of course the value is not there, and it does decrease the value of the items, but it's not completely disposable. It's collectible still. And people, I find in my store when I have repaired items or chipped items, of course I try to disclose to the best of my knowledge, I find it that buyers that cannot afford the very expensive ones will collect items that they can enjoy, and they just have a few flaws and they're a lot more affordable. So why not? Why not? So this piece is Lutteville, French. It's very, very old chestnut basket, hand painted. These would usually come with an under plate, and this would be your basket to either put your fruit, but at the time they used them as chestnut baskets. And it's all hand painted. It's French, around 1800, this particular piece. And there's a very old repair here, right over here, and over there as well, as you can see here. These usually go for about $290. I'm estimating a piece with this kind of repair to go for about $40 on eBay from personal experience. A lot more affordable for those who don't want to be spending $300 on an item. So please keep in mind that repairs and chips sometimes are okay. Some people don't mind them. Now, moving on to, let's see, before I move on to the glass, there's some glass pieces. I also ended up picking up this at a yard sale. This beautiful Victorian, late 1800s planter. It does have a crack, but I find that lately a lot of the clients are not minding items being cracked. Of course, a piece like this would probably retail in good condition for about $240, and I'm finding it with a crack is going for about $150. So I have sold quite a few items with cracks. It's just from wear and tear. I absolutely love all the staining and the creasing on it. It has like a chrysanthemum pattern for the fall, which is also fantastic. Fall is coming up soon. And then in terms of pottery, I also picked up this gorgeous plate. Now this porcelain is Polish, and you find it a lot in Savers and Goodwills and a lot of thrift stores. Please don't pass it. If it's affordable, I paid 50 cents for this plate. This plate is worth about $12. So that's quite a bit of a markup. And because it has a rose pattern, it's very desirable. And although it has the gold bin and you should not microwave items that have any type of metal around it, people still love this kind of stuff. Okay, it's really high quality porcelain. It's a really white porcelain. So if you see these, don't pass them. They're wonderful. We also carry a lot of not so old items, not even vintage items. I carry a lot of replacements in my store because I find a lot of people are looking for specific pieces that they've either chipped or broken or have been discarded. So don't also think about those. Think about those. One more item down here. Excuse my reach. That I fell in love with is this Murimura beautiful piece. It's a fishbowl, but a lot of people use these either for plants, which they're very resistant. When you put dirt in it, they're extremely resistant, and they also use them just for display. They're absolutely beautiful on top of a pedestal stand. These are absolutely gorgeous. It's kind of a hot item right now as well. And then, not to make the video too long for you, I also picked up this beautiful carnival glass pitcher with the daisy and grape pattern. I also have to look this pattern up. I'm not sure who made this. I know it's not Fenton and it's not Norwood for sure. Otherwise probably would have been marked, except Fenton early in the day did not mark, but they did not run this pattern. I'm very excited about this piece. Now this is a miniature opaline French glass enameled vase. Very, very tiny, very, very cute. There's a little part here. I think it's a manufacturer flaw right there, but it's absolutely darling. So I figured I would share this with you. And in the same pile, I also ended up getting this lovely sugar and creamer set, opalescent, by let's see who made this. I cannot make it out, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Opalescent glass, hobnail opalescent glass. I want to say that marking looks like, no, that's not Fenton. Yes. So, and sometimes these items glow, so let's take a look together to see if there's any glow with this. very, very faint, so not a lot of glow in this at all. So that is it for today. Those were the pickings of today, and I'm so glad you were able to join me, and we'll see you next time. And don't forget, if you'd like any of these items, Transferware China Pottery on eBay. So long.